You don't fully control where and how you spend your leadership capital. Your investment of it is dictated by the behaviors of those around you. Team members can be demanding. They make mistakes that require your intervention. They cause conflicts that you have to smooth over. Alternately, they may ask little of you. You see them so infrequently that you occasionally forget they're there. Some of them hope you ignore them because your attention only means more work for them. Your boss or other leaders in the organization may require you to spend your time and energy a certain way. They might ask you to coach or mentor someone. They could decide to reorganize your department or reprioritize your projects. Those changes force you to spend time with different team members working on new tasks. Sure, you've got some control over how you invest your leadership capital, but don't fool yourself. Much of the world around you is beyond your control. What you do control, however, is your reaction to those behaviors and events. Just because one of your team members is clamoring for your time to solve his problems, it doesn't mean you have to give it to him. Instead, you can ask him to spend time on his own developing a solution and coming up with the best plan he can, and only once he's done so will you give him the time to sit down with you to review his solution. If you solve his problems every time he asks, you're enabling his bad behavior. For team members like this, it becomes far simpler for them to ask you to figure out the solution instead of investing their own time and energy to do so. You're rewarding their laziness. The more you reward it, the more frequently you'll be a victim of their inaction. All your leadership capital will be consumed by doing their job for them. Once you appreciate how much you're investing in the relationship, you can take different actions. You can reallocate that leadership capital to endeavors that will generate better results. That's this method's true power. It shows you how you're investing your time and energy and links those investments to the results you're getting. Understanding where you're investing leadership capital. Through a set of simple questions, you can diagnose how you're investing your leadership capital. These questions will give you a good sense for where you spend your time and energy with your team members. You'll know whom you're investing in and whom you're ignoring. You can only reallocate your leadership capital and invest it more efficiently if you know where you're spending it in the first place. Then, through another set of questions, you can assess the return you're getting from those investments. You pay your team members a salary to deliver results. But that's not the only investment you're making in them. You're also spending your leadership capital to get results. It's important to understand the return you get from all the investments you're making in your team. Some team members deliver more results than others, and they all have different styles for delivering those results. By analyzing the quality and quantity of results and the way they deliver them, you'll better understand the types of leadership interventions best suited to improving their performance. Ultimately, their results are a measure of your success. The more you can get out of them, the more valuable your team becomes. Their better results improve the organization's performance. Leaders who can make these improvements by shifting resources instead of adding them are more effective and more valuable, and have a brighter future than those who throw more of their limited time and energy at improving performance. Once you know how you're investing your leadership capital and have a sense of the results being delivered by each team member, you have to understand how your efforts are or aren't contributing to those results. It's that causal relationship between your investment and their results that's the crux of this method. To evaluate that relationship, we'll provide a framework called the Leadership Matrix, where you can plot your team members in one of 4 boxes that describe the behavioral patterns they demonstrate. A person's placement on the Leadership Matrix is a function of how much leadership capital that person requires you to invest compared to the results she delivers. Similar to financial investing, your goal is to get the highest return possible on the investments you make in your team members.